Ray Rock. Let's party. Go!
Cheers, everybody. Welcome to episode 3 of Hanging Out with Ray Rock.
Cheers.
Very good.
Love me some wine. I feel classy.
We're here on date night tonight, and we're going to talk about all things dating with Ray Rock. I don't know. Let's start off with your experiences. It's a lot different than when I was dating back in the day. We would ask a girl out. We'd ask her for a phone number. We would call her up. Totally different today with social media and all that stuff. So, have you been doing with the dating lately? I'm laughing because I kind of know how he's been doing with the dating.
Hold on a sec. Hello, everybody. First off, it's your boy Ray Rock. I'm gonna drink to that again. Let's have another drink.
Might as well just get drunk tonight.
Let's get drunk. We're getting drunk tonight, guys. We suggest you guys grab a drink too and join us.
Please drink with us. We don't want to drink alone.
Because this one's going to be an interesting episode. So, to answer your question, Pops, and everyone out there, my dating life is an interesting one, I should say. I would say I've been dating, probably around the time of 17 and 18. I went through tremendous amount of ups and downs, as you know. But to tell the audience, dating in this generation, I'll be the one to say it fucking sucks. Everyone wants to play a game. Everybody has the phone. Now you got to deal with catfish, which, by the way, I have been catfished before.
What is a catfish when you go fishing?
So, no, it's not when you go fishing.
Catfish?
So a catfish is pretty much you're pretending to be someone that you're not, whether it be your personality or your looks or both. I mean, shit, it's in the dictionary now. There's a show about it, which we can't get too much into details because we don't want to get sued. But point is, I've been catfished before, and I guess this is where I'm going to start the stories. So back when I was 18, as you know, we live in the Bronx, and I met a girl on Tinder at the time, and Tinder was very popular. Well, it first started off, and then no one knew what this dating app was. You know what I mean? We didn't know if it was for hooking up purposes.
The name of it is timber, like you're cutting down a tree?
No, Tinder. We're going to show the logo maybe in the video for those that don't know what it is. But point is, I drove up to Yonkers, and as we all know, Yonkers is in Westchester, and it's Westchester County, and it's right by the Yonkers Raceway, which, you know, you can go gamble, which, by the way, we are going to talk about gambling in our next episode.
Another episode.
Well,
maybe
hopefully the next episode. Yeah. But the point is, I pulled up to her apartment, and I called her. And it's a woman. You know, you can tell it's a woman. But the problem was, what I saw on her app didn't match the person I saw in person. And I don't want to be rude or anything, people, but let's just put it this way. When I got a good look at her, I drove my fucking ass right away home. Do you remember that, by the way?
I do remember that. Yes, I do.
I freaked out. And so let me just say this, people, how you know you're getting catfish. If they don't want to FaceTime you, if you meet someone online, you got to FaceTime them, man. You got to make sure that they're them and you're FaceTiming them and making sure on their social media they're tagged in photos. That's a good indication if they're a catfish or not. So I'm gonna let that be. That's just for more for social media purposes. Now, in terms of dating, actually meeting people.
How many dates do you go on, let's say, in a month? How many dates would you go on? And are they blind dates when you go on dates?
I'm gonna drink to that. Cheers. We're gonna get drunk tonight. It's gonna be about. I can see how this is gonna go down.
Are they blind dates? Are they people you met in a club or something like that?
Yeah. So I'll be honest.
Just trying to get in.
Yeah.
Find out.
I'll be honest. I hate to say it, I meet most of the women that I date in nightlife, nightclubs, bars, and as everybody says, you even told me you're not gonna meet a wife at a bar or a club, but
I mean, you could meet a wife or.
But let's put it this way: they're not the relationship type of girls. You know what I mean? You know, they're just, you know, let's be honest. And,
I could just see the mail rolling in this week.
No, but all jokes aside, so I meet majority of the women in nightlife. I've met women during the day, whether it be going to the gym, whether it be going, you know, food shopping or social media. I'll say this: my dating life is an interesting one. I've get in myself in situationships, which is another topic I could get into right now. What a situationship is? Do you know what it is?
Sounds like a rough situation, whatever a situation
It
should
is.
be.
Let's put it this way. It's more like you either sleep with the person or you don't, and you don't know where it's going. You've been hooking up for a while, and you don't know where you guys both stand. You kind of just let things be where it is. You don't put a label on it. And
Sounds like you go through that every week.
I plead the fifth. Let me drink to that again. I'm sorry. I'm getting drunk for this one. Cheers again. I'm getting drunk. But I will say this. I wish social media didn't exist in my generation. It is hard to meet a real good person these days, in my opinion. I definitely had my fuck ups. I'll be honest. I had my college fun. I'm 29 now. I am looking to settle down to be serious with someone. But
Girls, you
unfortunately,
hear this? He's looking to
I'm
settle
single,
down.
man. I'm single. Hit me up. Come on. But I'll leave it at this. And I'm single, yes, and I want to retire, but the game won't let me retire. The game. Do you know what I mean by the game?
All right, sounds to me like you're having a lot of fun and you don't want to stop having fun.
Well,
There's going to be that time when you're going to want to settle down and relax.
I
know you want to
down.
do it now, but
I'm 29.
there's one thing saying you want to do it, and there's another doing it is a totally different story. You don't act like you want to do it yet.
Is that from your perspective, or does that everyone in the family feel that way?
A lot of people feel that way.
Well, I'm trying. Let's put it that way. But buddy, let me ask you this. You heard
Including
about
your sister.
Yeah, she's giving me the evil look. Hi, sis. She's waving people for those that can't see her. She's our sound girl. We have Joey, the producer, the director. And we have Mama Ray Rock in the back.
By the way, we're filming from Sanzaro Studios today in the Bronx.
We are.
Just so everybody knows.
Yeah, because we had a lot of questions where you've been filming. So, but anyway, I wanted to ask you this. All jokes aside, you heard about this generation of dating. It's terrible. I'm curious about how your dating life was back in the day. How was it? You said a little bit earlier that you asked for phone numbers, but I'm assuming there was no cell phones back then.
We went to clubs.
So let me hear it.
We went out on Saturday nights, Friday nights, and we tried to meet people. I met your mother through a friend. We were walking around the neighborhood, and your mother was driving by with her friends, and she stopped the car, and we started talking, and the rest is history. 36 years later, we're still together, and
you met when you were 18, right?
yes,
And you got married at 20. So
yes.
you hear that, people? Imagine this generation getting married at 20. Most people still live with their families and shit at an older age. You guys,
it was a different time.
It was a different time.
You know.
How did you know Mom was the one?
It's a good question. I don't know. I just didn't want to be with anybody else at the time. So,
Yeah. It's just,
felt-
would you say it's a gut
just
feeling?
felt right.
A gut feeling, in
Yeah.
other words.
It was a gut feeling. I'm waving to her now. She's waving back. So,
She better be smiling.
just a totally different era. Like I said, no social media involved. You had we weren't lazy. We didn't click a computer key. We had to make phone calls. Had to go pick you up, take you out to dinner. Bottle of wine, flowers, candy. That all made sense.
We do it in this generation too. I feel like there's not enough. What's the word I'm looking for? You always taught me to open the door for a woman. You always told me to open the car door. You always taught me manners. Yeah. You always taught me to make sure a woman's never crossing on the right by the street. Make sure you place her the inner block.
Right.
You get what I'm trying to say.
You cross on the outside. She cross
that's
on the
what I'm
inside.
trying to say.
This
Yeah,
way,
yeah.
when the maniac hits you, he hits you first instead of her.
Yeah,
Exactly.
you always taught me to pay for the first date.
It is the Bronx, everyone.
But I'm a big believer in listen. As a man, you gotta pay for the first date. But if she offers to pay on the first date, that's a keeper.
More mail coming in.
I'm just saying. Look, I may get pushback from the women out there, but in my eyes, maybe the men can back me up in the comment section that I'm a big believer in make it 50-50.
So you feel if it's the girl should offer to pay or offer to pay half of it, maybe?
I just feel like offer to pay half of it. You know what I mean?
That probably wouldn't fly in my time.
Yeah.
But if that's the way it is today, that's
Well, no, I don't know if it is today, but I feel in this time, this day and age, majority of the time the man's gonna pay. I get that, but it would be nice once in a while if a woman just offers. Even I'll still pay for it.
Still gonna pay.
Just
but you want to see
I
her
want to
make an
hear her
offer.
just make an effort. Just you know what I mean. I've been on so many dates where I'm waiting for her to like offer, and she's got the T-Rex arm. She's doing this. Look, she's like this. I can't get my purse. Yeah, I fucking hate that.
All right.
You know, and you
So
know,
I have a funny story.
let's hear it.
So me and your mother on one of our first dates, and we go to a Chinese restaurant in Riverdale in the Bronx. That's
Yeah.
her neighborhood.
Yeah.
And the meal's done. We had a good time. We were dating, like I said. And I go to pay. I got a brand new credit card. I'm 18 years old. I go to pay the bill, and I give the gentleman my credit card, and he says, "We don't take credit cards." I had no cash on me, so I left your mother as a hostage at the Chinese restaurant, and I walked up the hill, and I met your grandfather, and he gave me cash to come back down and pay the bill, and I paid the bill, and so I wasn't really making a great first impression, but that was one of our first dates.
So was that?
I didn't pay, she didn't pay, your grandfather wanted
Was
to pay.
that the first date though, or was it?
It wasn't
just,
the first date, but it was one of the first dates we went on.
like one of the first couple of dates.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm more of a. I like to. I mean, I suggest people out there, especially for the men. You plan the first date. Don't go to the movies the first date. In my opinion, with the first date, do something fun. Go mini golf, go bowling. Have a little excitement. I feel like when you're in a movie theater on the first date, you know what I mean, you're just quiet. You're trying to get to know the girl, and yet you're just quiet.
So you like the fun date?
Yeah, like a fun
Miniature
day.
golf.
Yeah, even
Bowling.
grab some drinks, have a little
Dancing.
fun.
You still go dancing, or nobody goes dancing?
Oh,
these
we
days?
go dancing,
go
But I know back then for you guys, you went go dancing.
Yeah, I was a big go-go. Look at me. I don't look like a big go-go dancer to you.
I mean, back in the day. But let me ask you this.
Means, but
I don't know. Maybe that's a 70s term.
We went to clubs, and every time we went out to a club, there was always a fight. But that's another story for another podcast episode. Excuse me. So,
Yeah,
always trouble.
didn't they call you?
They didn't call me anything. It was always trouble. But
I was gonna say, didn't they call you lefty? Because you always
they
said
didn't call me anything.
no. You're just being.
You're gonna find out if you keep it up with
Sky, here you go. First episode, he came at me. I came back at him. I'm gonna let him slide a little
Just
bit.
may go at it on the air, but we'll see.
I'm a
We'll
little
save that for-
listen, people. I'm a little tips right now. The red wine, it's a
It's
little
enough for the red wine.
No, but I will say this. I'm gonna be open about it. I definitely went through some ups and downs in dating. I definitely, I would say, I fell in love, but the problem was the women I fell in love with, I've never loved me, and it's a tough pill to swallow. And you know the stories, and
Because there's an old song, and it's called "Looking for Love in All the Wrong Places."
Yeah.
And trust me, I have a feeling you're looking for love in all the wrong places.
Yeah. You know what it is? I feel like
It'll hit you when you're ready, and you'll know it. That's
Yeah.
all I can tell you. That's the best advice I can give anybody.
yeah.
You'll know when it happens, and
Yeah, I
it'll
mean,
change your life. You'll gain a few pounds. You'll start to look like me.
oh
You'll
God,
be all right.
oh God, I gotta keep my image up, pops. I gotta make sure I don't, go, tip over that way a little bit. But no, but I know we've
Does
been,
everybody like the heart?
yeah, real quick, heart. Comment below if you like the heart. No, but all jokes aside, I do want to find someone serious, and it's that time. I'm 29, so if any women out there want to slide in my DMs, want to hit me up, you know what I'm saying? How you doing? What's
Put them
going
on The Bachelor, maybe, or something.
I don't know about that.
We don't want to promote any other shows. but-
Nah, except for Temptation Island. I'm
That's right. You were on Temptation Island.
I
Let's
was.
get into that for a little.
You really want to get into that?
We get into it for a
that's
couple
part
of
of
minutes.
That's part of the dating.
I forgot about this. Is Temptation's Island's own here, Ray Rock.
I'm an alumni. I mean, that is a dating
How
show.
was that experience for you?
We're really gonna get. I thought we were gonna
Just
do.
real quick, we're just touching base. It was all part of dating. Temptation Island. Is
It
part of
was.
dating.
It was an experiment. Temptation Island. I told the rest of the family and friends. It changed my life forever. I met amazing people. I'm grateful for the friendships I made. It's an experiment type of show where 4 couples go to an island to test their relationship. I was casted as a single man to tempt the girlfriends to cheat on their boyfriends. And, obviously I would love to get more into details about it. Just an episode about how I got on Temptation Island and your reaction to it and the family's reaction.
Me and your mother were horrified.
Yeah, but save the rest for another episode. That'd be a whole other episode. But that dating experience, unfortunately, didn't do great for me. I barely got a date.
But if I remember right, you told me you met a lot of good friends.
I did.
That you still talk to today.
I did.
Even all the girls that were in couples, you made really good friends with.
I did, all of them. Yeah, absolutely.
So that was positive then. If you made friends out of it, then that's something good.
But at the same time, I'm trying to date, and I was stuck in the house, and I never got a date, and that fucking sucked.
All right.
But I'm over it. I'm over it. I'm over it.
Sounds like you're over it the way you're twitching and drinking.
Let's move on, people. Let's move on. Anyway, so Temptation Island episode, we'll do that.
And there's a new season out now, right?
Yeah, season 5. I wish season 5 the best of luck.
You're good friends with the host there, right? Correct?
Marco Wahlberg.
So you got to give him a little shout out there. So I'm glad, I'm glad we talked about it.
Yeah, it's Uncle Mark. Love Uncle Mark.
We're going to get him on the podcast, hopefully.
We're going to hopefully
invite
try
him.
Yeah,
maybe he's a big sports fan. Everybody remembers we do sports talk.
We do, but this is just a switch up.
Switch it up a little bit today for everybody.
That's it. It's episode 3. Yeah, I think in terms of the dating, last final notes about it. I'm single. Dating fucking sucks in this generation. I wish I was born in your generation. I like the suit. And, by the way, what the fuck you wearing?
You like the tie?
What the fuck you wearing a tie
This
for?
is because it's date night.
I just know it's the tie.
Because it's date night. I'm all ready.
But you're wearing a sports tie.
Got the roses out. We got the wine going. It's a sports tie. I'm covering all my bases. Get it? Bases.
Get me out of here, please.
We want to thank everybody for joining us again tonight on episode 3. And any dating questions, you got the dating expert here.
Hey.
He'll answer anything you have.
Ladies, let me know what is good.
All right.
Okay.
Thank you, everyone.
Good night, everybody.
Good night.
It's Ray Rock.